The number one key to Bob Proctor's success. Okay, it's so simple that most people miss it, right? It's so simple, a lot of people miss it. It's a real simple key, and even you can personally develop it yourself. And what is that key? It's persistence. Exactly. Persistence is the number one key that Bob Proctor recommends that will lead to success. Okay, now what is persistence? It's continuing firmly or obstinately in a course of action in spite of difficulties or opposition. Okay? Continuing firmly or obstinately in a course of action in spite of difficulties or opposition. So no matter what comes against you, okay, you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision that you're not going to let anything stop you. You're going to keep going until you reach your goal. And persistence will lead you there, because you're going to hit obstacles, roadblocks. It's going to seem like there's no way you're going to get past this situation. But if you stick with it and you keep pushing, you'll get through it, okay? And that's how Bob Proctor achieved his success, okay? So let's go ahead and look at it, the next slide here. Okay, there's 4 steps to become persistent. Okay, and it's going to help you overcome any obstacles, setbacks, rejections, any pain, any kind of issues you have throughout your life. There's 4 simple steps. Okay? The first step is you have to have a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. I mean, you really got to want what you're going after so passionately that you're not going to let anything stop you. Okay? The second step is you got to have a definite plan expressed in continuous action. You've got to make a plan, and then you've got to work that plan day in, day out, consistently. The third step, and this is one of the most important ones, it's a mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions of family, friends, and relatives, okay? Because you're going to have people that try to stop you. And they say, hey, you know, don't be aiming so high, don't try to reach for these high goals or whatever. You just stick where you're at. You've got to close your mind against them and just know that you're on the right path. The fourth step is you have to have a friendly alliance with one or more persons who will encourage one to follow through with both plan and purpose. You've got to have somebody that's going to be in your corner, that's going to keep pushing you. Even when times get tough, they're going to keep telling you keep going and not to give up. Okay? Now this next step right here, this is very important. You're going to want to pay attention to this. Okay, this next step right here is extremely important. And if you understand this next key that I'm going to explain to you, it will help you reach whatever it is you want to reach. But you've got to understand that it's part of the programming. Okay, you've got to believe in yourself, and you've got to believe in a dream. And if you have a desire in your heart, okay, the reason it was put there is because you're meant to do it. Okay, those walls, those obstacles, the rejections, the naysayers, they're not there to keep other people out. They're there to determine how bad do you want your goal or your dream. Okay, that's why it's there. All right, so let's take a look at it. Okay, again, this part is very important, like I said before. Okay, poverty is attracted to the one whose mind is favorable to it, as money is attracted to the person whose mind has been deliberately prepared to attract it, and through the same law. Okay, a poverty consciousness will voluntarily seize the mind which is not occupied with the money consciousness. Okay, nature abhors a vacuum. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you're not consciously putting in positive money-making thoughts into your mindset, and you're not constantly reaffirming those daily affirmations, then poverty is going to creep in, and negativity and doubt and worry. So you've got to make sure that you keep your mind focused on what you want. Okay, a poverty consciousness develops without conscious application of habits favorable to it. Okay, you have to develop successful habits that are going to keep you moving forward regardless of whatever comes against you. Okay, the money consciousness must be created to order unless one is born with such a consciousness. Okay, and this is from the persistence chapter from Think and Grow Rich. Okay, you actually have to create to order the money consciousness and the goals that you're going after. Now, like I said, these two people, I learned from them personally, Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. They are the people that started the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Bob Proctor's been doing this since 1961. 59 years, and he's on his way to do 60 years. He's been studying it day in, day out. Okay, and you see a picture there in the bottom right-hand corner. That's myself with Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. Okay, I've personally been trained by them as well as other successful mentors. I have several years of marketing and sales experience, over 27 plus years and counting. And so when I tell you that I know what I'm doing, I've been able to stand on the shoulders of giants and help other people achieve their goals and their dreams and what they want in life. Okay, it's time for you to decide. You've got to make a decision, a committed decision. Are you ready to start changing your life? Okay, there's two choices. All right, I've got that on the screen right there. There's two choices right here. Okay, you've got fear on one side and you've got courage on the other. And right now, you're at a critical juncture just by watching this video. Okay, it's up to you which way you're going to go, either fear or courage. Okay, and you've got to make the decision, which way are you going to go? The easiest thing to do is, are you going to go back? Are you going to step back into fear and the way you've been living? Or are you going to move forward with courage and start to change your life? Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it. You've got to say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I don't want to live this way anymore. I want to start changing. I know I'm made for better. I know I can achieve more in life. I know I can take myself to the next level. Okay? And Bob Proctor says this all the time. He says, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, do you really deserve to win? Okay, let that hit you in the gut. Okay, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, do you really deserve to win? Now, right here, the clock is ticking. And it's up to you whether you want to break free from those mental chains that are keeping you stuck where you're at. Okay, and that hourglass right there, the sand is always running. We don't know how much sand is in the top of our glass. We have no idea. And the sand that's at the bottom of the glass, that's the time it's already passed. The only thing you have right now is the sand in the middle that's falling through. That's it. Okay. And you've got to ask yourself, are you ready to break free? Are you ready to stop doing what you're doing and take the non-productive habits and start changing them around with productive habits? Okay. Look, this is the great work I do. I love what I do. I love helping people. I've been at it for years. I understand sales, marketing. I've been trained by the best, not just Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher, but other people. I've attended countless seminars. I've actually inputted all this information into my life, and I know that it works. I absolutely know that it works. But you've got to make a choice. Okay, you don't know how much sand is in the top of your glass. Okay, if you look at the glass, okay, the glass right there, right? It's on the other side. Okay, if you look at that glass, you don't know how much sand is left. None of us do. Okay, look, click below. Drop a comment if this has been helpful. Send me a message, send me a DM, reach out to me. You know, let's sit down and talk. Okay, I also have a lot of free resources I can share with you to get you started and get your mindset shifted and start thinking in the right direction and start getting you what you want in life versus what you don't want in life. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If it has been, share it with your family and friends. Send them the link. There's also several other videos here that I put out. Feel free to watch those. Again, I've stood on the shoulders of giants. Okay, I've got license to brag about all this because none of this stuff is mine. I've just been a very curious guy who's studied a lot of successful people, and I got the dots to connect. And once I got them to connect, all I've been doing is just sharing it with other people. All right. So thank you again for watching this video, and I hope it's been helpful, and I look forward to working with you in the future.